Concerns across the country are growing as a potential work stoppage for the country's two major railways is inching closer to the deadline set for midnight tonight.
My message is very straightforward. It is in the best interest of both sides to continue doing the hard work at the table to find a negotiated resolution.
A phase shutdown for both the Canadian National Railway Company and the Canadian Pacific Railway is already underway after negotiations broke down between the companies and the union representing the 9,300 rail workers. As the clock ticks, the concern ramps up.
I am calling with extreme seriousness on the employers and on the union to roll up their sleeves to get a deal done.
For both sides, both the companies and for the workers, that the best resolution of this is going to come from sitting down at the table and working it out, something that is not currently happening and needs to happen.
Putting the brakes on the rail system could impact the availability of goods and the prices for them. And if the strike drags on, smaller businesses could be hit the hardest.
We don't have rail on the island, but it's rail that brings many of those goods to the port of Vancouver, which then brings it over to us. We're always in a circumstance of risk because we're on an island. We rely on things being brought to us. We import 90% of the food that we consume on Vancouver Island.
Despite concerns about possible disruptions to the food supply, some grocers say they're confident they can keep their shelves stocked.
People need to realize it is food and, things will be done. The big companies, if rail's not going, they're going to truck things out. They're not just going to grind to a halt. No one's going to disrupt the food supply.
No need to panic.
Yeah, exactly. Never a need.
But that panic is being felt by politicians, including Labour Minister Steve McKinnon, who hinted today the government's patience is running out.
Obviously not a pace or a pace of progress that is acceptable to Canadians in such a sensitive industry.
McKinnon didn't say if the government will let the deadline pass or intervene before the clock strikes midnight.